Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm on my way to becoming a Plexus Gold Ambassador. I've been on Plexus since March of this year. In that time, I've lost over 35 pounds in several clothing sizes. I have more energy than I've had in years. I don't have migraine headaches every week or headaches that last for days at a time. And I finally sleep like a baby for the first time probably ever in my adult life. I'm currently on the triplex of products, which is Plexus Slim, the BioCleanse, and the ProBio 5. I also take X Factor vitamins, which I think have probably made me like my hair for the first time in my adult life. And I use some of the Ease Pain products. When I was first going to do this video, I was going to tell you about the products, what they do, why I take them, what's in them, and everything else. But then I started thinking about it, and I really wanted to share why I take these products, and that's not necessarily always easy for me to do. But, well, here we go. Growing up my whole life, I was fat. I knew it, and everyone else around me knew it too. I was constantly told I needed to lose weight, and I was teased for it. Then came junior high and high school, and well, if you've ever been a teenager, which we all have, you know that's not always an easy thing to do. I really started worrying about what I looked like in about 6th grade, started wearing makeup, and well, I was an 80s kid, and Boy George, well, he's kind of my idol for makeup, and well, let's just say that was not necessarily a good look for me, or probably anyone else out there. Getting into high school was a whole different ballgame. There was recently a movie out called The Duff, which I didn't see, but my daughter told me all about it, and I saw the previews. And if you haven't seen it, Duff, D-U-F-F, stands for Dumb, Ugly, Fat Friend. Yeah, that about sums up how I felt like I was in high school. I felt like other people probably saw me, and it probably wasn't, but that's just where I felt I was. So I decided to do something about it, just not the right thing. Food had always had a hold of me. I never had a hold of it, so I decided that I needed to do something about it. I just started not eating for long periods of time, or I would binge and purge, which is not always really an easy thing to admit. I lost weight, but I was never what you'd call thin. I looked in the mirror and I still saw that Duff. I still saw someone who was overweight and huge compared to the people that I hung around with, which again was my perspective, but I was a teenager. You know, you don't have necessarily always the right perspective or the one that everyone else has of you. But as a young adult, I still continue to make poor choices in food. I got married young and had both of my children before I was 31. I was actually 9 months pregnant and ready to have my daughter at the age of 30, so no one messed with me at my 30th birthday, which was kind of nice. But as a busy mom, a wife, and someone that worked, I didn't take good care of myself. I ate on the run. We ate food that was cheap. I made bad choices, and probably didn't make the healthiest choices for my family either. I let every little craving for sugar or carbs kind of take control of my hunger instead of me taking control of that, until spring of this year. And I'm 44, and that finally changed. I'd been watching some of my high school friends talk for over a year about Plexus. I read up on it. I really wanted to try it, but I just told myself I couldn't afford it. Then spring came this year, and with literally not 2 pennies to rub together, I knew I had to take control of something, and it was finally going to be my health. I just took a leap into becoming an ambassador. I asked my parents to give me my birthday money a few months early, and I just knew I had to do that. And really my hope was that I could pay for the products and maybe make a little on the side. And I was actually able to pay for my products within the first month and a half. And by the end of the second month, I was paying for part of my son's graduation party. And now I do even better than that. But what's even more important, I finally had control of my food for the first time ever in my life. I feel fuller faster with less amount of food. I can walk right by sugar and carbs, and I don't even have to look at them. I still have a bowl of candy that we didn't give out at Halloween, and we'll probably sit here until we finally throw it away. I threw away cupcakes the other day, and if anyone knows me, I'm a cake decorator. I do not throw away cupcakes. I do not throw away frosting. It's just not what I do. But I threw a cupcake away because it had sat here for so long and nobody ate it. You know, I took a picture of myself not that long back. I had taken one at the beginning of my journey, and I took another one, and I still have a hard time taking full body pictures, but I had taken a picture of my face. And I put them both together, and I wept. I was in the house alone, and I cried for probably 20 minutes. I wept, and I cried out, and I couldn't believe I was so blessed to be where I am today. I thanked God. I literally thanked God out loud in my living room and said thanks for sending me my friend who introduced me to Plexus and for Plexus, because without it, I'd still be looking at myself in the mirror the way I've always looked at myself. I'd still walk by and be disgusted at what I saw, and that's not the case anymore. I still have a long way to go, but I feel better about myself for the first time ever. I'm finally getting healthy, even at 44. It's never too late. I want to be here to see my kids grow up. I want to be here to run around with my grandchildren and have the energy to do that. I can't say enough about these products. They are life changing. Life changing. Thanks for listening.